It was just women and flowers, cried the ones at the vigil, together to pay their respects. We are here to mourn, not to be scorned, tears fall on our unspoken sigil. It was just women and flowers, screamed the coven from the flames, our magic too powerful for weak men. To empower, to control, match ignited with no soul, it's us, the one that they blame. It was just women and flowers, generations of queens echo, teaching of survivals passed down, tricks and sorcery, for safety not tragedy, the lessons we all must know. Walk fast, walk strong, cloak yourself in light, stay calm, keep your fear out of sight. Key claws on standby, as figures stroll by, disappearing into the night. A breath held in unison, awaiting the call, a moment of silence falls. Then the wave of relief, the loudest sigh instead of grief, our own made it home to see tomorrow's sky. It was just women and flowers, working hour after hour. You think your workplace is safe, yet one man has a bad day, an addiction they say, defending terrorists instead of the ones who fell victim to crimes of racism and hate. It was just women and flowers, his father cries to the judge. My son has such a bright future. Please don't ruin it for him, for a tiny little sin. Please have mercy, it's too much for him to endure. A woman left shaking, with emotions and rage, as the judge just gives her a shrug. Her heart is left breaking as the system is failing, her monster set free from his cage. It was just women and flowers, celebrating for hours, dancing with her friends carefree. If your eyes meet in bliss, share a moment, a kiss. Consent is still needed, still key. So if she can't say yes, as she sleeps in her dress, then leave and say goodnight. But if you cross that line, you will be inclined to rot in jail in a hole with no light. It was just women and flowers, yet we hear the endless howls that seem to last for hours. But not all men, snarled the wolves from their den, left hungry, salty and sour. Why yes, Mr. Wolf, it's not all men, but if 1 in 10 makes a break for a hen, and the other 9 don't leap out of line to call out, that's not okay, that's not our way, you're no wolf of mine. Then wolf number 1, be it best friend, nephew, father, uncle, son, will keep taking hens again and again until finally there is none. It was just women and flowers taken by one of your own, as sisters grieved for another. Their flowers scraped off the floor, wrapped in paper from the night before, left at your mother's door. It was just women and flowers. Let your rage forge into power. Let a millennia of magic extinguish the flames of the innocent and take claim of the ones with bloodstains. A fate she had not chosen. It is time to shift the blame. So in our darkest hour, we won't hide and cower. We will fight for our basic rights, to live without fear, that saying no is made clear, to walk freely alone at night. Break their walls, tear down ceilings, rip misogyny into pieces, to the queens who have tragically fallen, for ourselves, for survivors, our future daughters, for our sisters, our friends, our nieces. No matter how tall their towers, how vast their forts, change is overdue. The future is ours, and one day it will be safe. We will be free to be. Just women and flowers.